Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a match between Serral and Dream here on Hardwire from DreamHack Last Chance. Figured both of these players were in the round of 12 for Katowice, so I wanted to see how they matched up. And in the bottom left, we've got Dream, the Korean Terran player, and in the top right, we've got the Finnish Zerg. It is Serral. Man, Serral was super excellent in the group stages. He basically went undefeated, well, did go undefeated, went 10-0. I feel like he dropped maybe one map, I can't remember, but maybe he didn't drop any maps? Anyway, pool first. Here from Serral, better SCV Scout Dream. Serralings are a little bit better than normal lings from any other Zerg player. Well, any other maybe non-elite Zerg player. Anyway, looks like a 1-Rax expand timing here from Dream. Overlord checking for expansions. And a 17 hatch after the pool. So no gas. Not planning on being too aggressive, but I don't know, maybe getting a kill on the SCV building the command center. And this SCV should go out across the map and see what's going on. And we will see if he does so. Come on. Dream. No, Dream. No, Dream. He's skipping the scout. All right. Well, you deserve everything you get then. So the Reaper's going to move across, but there's going to be Lings sneaking down probably like this path, right? All the way down over here. I'm going to show up, and the SCV is going to die or have to run away. Ah, so annoying. All right, well, Reaper is going to pop out here. Reaper's name is Terry the Overlord. After viewing a recent game of StarCraft 2 cast by Falcon Paladin's channel in which the game was won, using an Overlord vision to pop a Nidus into the opponent's main and then causing catastrophic damage, Emperor Menx had a brilliant idea and decided to abduct the most famous and efficient of all Overlords, Terry. Menx sought Terry's Overlordy powers for Dominion, and pop Niduses in enemy mains during PvTs, therefore catching his Protoss enemies off guard with the ultimate unpredictable tactic ever, the Nidus Marine tank push. However, he soon realized that Dominion did not possess any Nidus network. Frustrated by his failure, he then decided to use Gru's Shrink Ray to miniaturize, as the Lings are kind of hanging out down here. They're going to miniaturize Terry and stuff him into a Reaper suit and send him off to fight for the Dominion. And then there are confused Overlord noises. Oh man. And so the Reaper just kind of stays in the general vicinity until the command center is basically done. So, okay, so Dream kind of split the difference, right? He's like, so I'm going to not move out all the way, but I'm not going to stay home either, and I'm not going to SCV scout. But I mean, oh man, he could have maybe delayed this expansion a little bit too. And then the Lings came in, but it was too late to do anything. Like, nothing's died here. The Lings are accomplishing nothing. SCVs are running for it, which is a little bit funny. Get inside the house. Zergling dead. Zergling dead. Oh, gosh. Okay, well. So Dream didn't SCV scout and didn't lose any SCVs. It can be done, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, Reaper here, Terry the Overlord, doing some good stuff. That's right, Terry. Good job getting 2 Zergling kills there. I bet you're a little bit conflicted about killing Zerglings, but you know, you played ZVZs before. You know what's up. You know how this works. But yeah, third base from Serral a little bit later, obviously, because he went for that pull into the hatch. So about 3.5 minutes on that expansion timing, maybe closer to 3 rather than 2:30. And then a Baneling Nest coming up at the front here at about 4 minutes. So it's almost... Ooh, come on, Dream. Do the battle cruisers. Do it for us, man. I know it's probably not battle cruisers, but if it is, I'll be super happy. Yeah, so at this stage, I don't know, Serral went for an early aggressive play, didn't get anything done with it. He's almost playing this like a ZVZ, where that pool first is it's pretty normal to do that, right? And get your Baneling Nest around 4:30, and your third base maybe a little bit later than normal against a Protoss or a Terran opponent. So I don't know, Serral's like, did Dream come in as Zerg? He's all confused. That'd be funny. We got the tech lab ready to go, man. This is very battle cruisery feeling to me. But, I mean, just every Zerg player, by a matter of fact, is going to have enough queens to handle it. 5 queens is enough to handle 1 battle cruiser. That's just the math of it. 4 is just barely not enough. And then 5 is totally enough. And it is a battle cruiser. Ho-ho! Alright, man. Battle cruiser coming in. We got Terry down here trying to run about. Maybe pick off some creep tumors. The queens. Cause some problems. Tumor down. Hey, he got 3 kills. He got 3 kills, and one of them's a creep tumor. Oh, yeah. Terry's doing great here. Very impressed by what this dude is up to. Yeah, love this. Battle cruiser coming in. So far, I don't know. So good. I mean, the only stuff that's died is... an Overlord died to the Viking. Cool. Creep tumor and 3 lings. Nothing too crazy thus far. This group is not YOLOing because they want to attack somewhere where the queens aren't. And the way to drag the queen somewhere is to jump a battle cruiser in somewhere else. And there are 8 queens now, which is just insane. What were these that you just canceled? And then look at this. We're meching too. Dude, I just cast a game that is Mech versus Protoss. Which, by the way, go watch that one if you didn't. I gave it a weird fun tag because it was so nuts. And dude, Dream is trying to make this thing happen. He's trying to make the mech work against Serral, which is just, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works on him. And then there you go. And then now you come in and you roast up a ton of drones because the queens are busy elsewhere. Oh my gosh, this is so gosh darn effective. Battle Cruiser's got 4 total kills, 14 drones go down. Battle Cruiser actually escapes the dead airspace too, and these Hellions are still alive. Dude, that was so well executed by Dream. Insane plays. Yeah, Ryung tried a mech thing against Rogue in Katowice. So, I mean, I don't know. Is mech making a bit of a comeback here is the question. Dude, Dream, you absolute boss. 15 drone kills in the first 7 minutes is awesome. Serral's at 67 workers, but he wants to be at more than that, and Dream's at 66. Another battle cruiser's coming in. Tanks on the way. Hellions on the way. Yamato getting researched. Ay caramba, we are looking at some really nice battle cruiser play with mech support here. The Reaper is against all odds still alive here at 7 minutes. Terry the Overlord Reaper, man. Who knew? Who knew? Ah, did end up losing the Viking to Queens. And now you can Yamato teleport. Oh, it's such a good combo. Now, Mutalisks are coming out to deal with this, which seems okay. Mutas can trade against battle cruisers because they can micro against them really effectively, and there's no reason a Muta needs to die to a BC unless it gets Yamato, to which case can't do anything about that. But with regular attacks, right? The Mutas come, they fight. The Mutas are getting attacked. You pull it out. No big deal. You just get it out of there. Turrets on the way. Queens are looking real scary. I mean, you might as well Yamato one of them down. You got a Yamato available, Dream. You might as well use the thing. Oh, crap. No, Reaper. Terry, get out of there. Terry. No. Terry's dead. Terry's dead. And the Mutas are here. Turret in a decent position, but not covering this kind of bottom half of the map, unfortunately. Or rather, of the base. Now, the Muta sees what I'm talking about. Yo. Widowmine gets a shot there, too. That's huge. Softens up a couple of the Muta's kills, at least one of them. Now, secondary turret down like here, I think would be a fine idea for you, Dream. But all right, so the Muta's back on out. This is great. This is not your traditional Yamato, not your traditional ZVT. We had a non-traditional PVZ earlier this week. What is going on here? This is amazing. We got a Mid-Rank Madness game on Monday that had a ton of nukes featuring a 10-year-old player learning from his dad. How heartwarming is that? If you missed that because you don't watch Mid-Rank Madness, go back and watch that one. It's fun. It's got a bunch of nukes in it. And a 10-year-old kid throwing down the nukes. I mean, that's just, I can't think of what's more fun than that in StarCraft right now. All right, so turret up. Battle cruisers in the general vicinity here. Muta's trying to find as much damage as they can. I don't like Mutas from most players against Terran, but you know what? Serral's on my list of dudes that I absolutely trust with Mutalisks. So 15 drones have died, 14 SCVs have died here too. But you know, economically, I think Dream's okay. He's pretty happy to be on 70 workers himself. Maybe getting a 4th base would be super cool. Maybe pumping a couple Thors. There you go. Pump a couple Thors out. Some Cyclones is smart. Macfield Accelerator on the way. Trying to make this mech thing happen. Now look. In the past, Swarm Host. I'm going to say, in the past, what I've seen Serral and Raynor do, the European style of dealing with mech, is getting a ton of lurkers out. It's a big ball of lurkers. They jump out. A big ball of lurkers, and then you use Vipers to abduct Thors and tanks into the big ball of lurkers one at a time. And it's very micro-intensive. You don't just have the lurkers set in one place because the mech army will come kill it. But you have to kind of be moving them around to different spots and like using high ground, low ground to protect them from army. And then, yeah, just abduct, lurker dies, or lurker, tank dies, right? Ow! Abduct, and a Thor dies, right? But it seems instead we're going for swarm hosts, which I've seen swarm hosts struggle a lot against mech, more than anything else. So I don't know. It's Serral. I'm not going to tell him he can't do this. And he's definitely, I don't know, he's a better player than Dream is overall. But you know what? Sometimes being the better player is not a guarantee of getting any kind of a win. Not even remotely. Alright, launching them locusts. Here we go. Here's the first wave, bringing some lings and banelings in too. Trying to catch widow mines. Ah, a couple widow mines die there before they can actually burrow in. Oh, that widow mine dies too. Oh, Thor absorbing a ton of those baneling shots, but then, oh, actually getting picked off by some locusts. Okay. Alright. This is interesting. If nothing else, battlecruisers cruising up the left side, but the Mutalisk caught a whiff of that because of this overlord here. And they're going to engage. They're going to be like, look, you want to fight it? You probably don't want to fight against all of us. Maybe it's a Yamato jump scenario. Yeah, Yamato jump. Ow. Ow. And then, there you go. No big deal. No skin off my nose. Paddle cruisers safely jump home. Using, trying to kite a little bit here. Oh, Widow Mine's clearing out those locusts quite nicely. Okay, so not much dies there for the Terran at all. Quite possibly. Quite possibly nothing died there. Pretty good. Resources lost here. 7,000 for Serral, 5,000 for Dream about. I mean, Serral has not lost any bases yet. He lost those drones early, but losing bases is what really tends to hurt more. And yeah, especially off creep, you can kind of just run away from the locusts until they expire. There you go. They'll die themselves, no problem, right? Muta's flying around with this Overseer with speed, trying to pick off those Widow Mines, making sure they're not as much of a problem. Oh, Swarm Host down, though. Then a bunch of Banelings just try to deal with this mech, but like, I don't know, man. Oh, and then there's a Locust pop on top of it. Are you kidding? But, nope. That was pretty well held, pretty well split by Dream here. And he's pushing, and this is what mech does. Mech pushes, right? Bio is fast. Bio is moving around left to right, up to down, dropping, retreating, killing. But mech is all about getting that push. And then suddenly there's a huge mech army at a base, and there's really not a lot you can do to dislodge it, you know? I like that he's got some Cyclones in here. He's killing Overlord, trying to supply block Serral. Hasn't been able to do that. But suddenly, massive setup here from all directions. Banelings crashing in from the top to wound everything and weaken it up, and then a Locust to finish it off. But, I mean, is it enough? Yeah, battlecruisers jump in to help kill an Overseer. Battlecruisers fighting here. They jumped into this. I don't know if that was the greatest of ideas. Yeah, man, look at these mutas. Another battlecruiser gonna die. Oh, man. Okay, well, battlecruiser got 16 kills. He probably paid for himself fairly well, but the counterattack is looking a little bit terrifying all of a sudden. It's 115 to 74 army supply. The mech's got to pull back. They didn't have enough anti-air to deal with those mutas. Not enough Widow Mines, not enough Thors for sure. And this looks like it's just going to be a giant hybrid Swarm Host, Ling Bane, Mutalisk style attack here on this newest source of income for Dream, which is the one that you want to be attacking. So here they go. Locust landing. Blue Flame Hellbat's pretty good at clearing them out. And Dream's sort of holding on. He's sort of holding on here. He's doing all right. Got some siege tanks with a few kills here and there. That's a 22 kill siege tank. Not a big deal. 9 kills on that Hellbat. 18,000 resources lost for Serral and 16 for Dream. But Serral has so much of an income advantage here, and he's just going to roll into this completely undefended base of Dreams. Dream needs a planetary fortress upgrade this thing so this doesn't happen anymore. That's a dead siege tank, probably. Yeah. Definitely dead siege tank. Widow Mines get their revenge, but the tank is dead. So Adrenal Glands is on the way, but not done yet. But those are regular Zerglings, man. Regular Zerglings with +1 attack. Another big swell. So the thing about Locusts is they work better against smaller amounts of mech. Trying to get a Thor, trying to magic box the Thors down, but my gosh, extra Thors are here. Oh, by that I mean Thor is here. That was what I was intending to say there. More Mutalisks are on the way. So Dream is just holding on here. I don't know, Serral doesn't have a ton of money either, but the Swarm Hosts are really cost efficient, and he's using them pretty much as often as he can, launching those strikes. So yeah, that's the key about Swarm Hosts, is you want to use them on the offensive. If you're trying to defend with Swarm Hosts, you're probably doing it wrong. You're in a lot of trouble, honestly, if that happens. And what is this group? No anti-air at all? Alright, well, YOLO Hellions, blue flaming it in there, killing 5 drones, nothing too huge. Adrenal Glands finishing up. Another launch of Locust coming in. The early group catches the Widow Mine. Okay, so it doesn't really affect that many. Just landing where they can. Siege tanks not sieging up. There we go, and obliterating. Wow, it's a lot of dead Locusts for sure. I mean, if we saw how many Locusts died in this unit's lost tab, it'd be amazing. Hugely amazing. Nidus Network on the way from Serral. Appropriate with the Terror of the Overlord name. That came in from myself. By myself, I mean subscriber. Myself the third. Muta's being incredibly annoying here inside the main base. Absolutely wrecking turrets with their +2 attack. Absolutely fantastic. Magic boxing this Thor, losing a couple of Thors, or a couple of Mutalisks anyway. Corrosive Bile, oh my gosh, tanks dying to the Biles. Just perfectly, expertly calculated there by Serral on the fly. How many Corrosive Biles do I need in what positions to get rid of these 4 tanks? Bam, 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 done. That's it. Easy peasy. 194 to 168 supply. There's a mech army in the top left. Hey, killing a hatch is a win. You're going to kill a hatch. You're going to die to these Ravagers, but you're going to kill the hatch. So, hey, that's fine, I guess. Muta's in amongst the production is always a problem for Terran if they're going mech or if they're going bio. But ow, 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 ow. How many Mutas have died in this game? 53 Mutas have died. This is almost rogue-esque what Serral is doing here. What Rogue likes to do with his Mutalisks is make a billion of them, lose most of them, and win the game anyway. Which is very hard for regular players to pull that off. But Rogue can do it, and apparently Serral is inspired by that playstyle, and he's going to do it here today. He's working on it anyway. So Locust forcing liftoffs. This is why I don't make these planetaries, because Locust will destroy them, given the opportunity. Nidus up front here on the side of the base. That technically belongs to Dream. He's an interloper. And then Ravager just Corrosive Bile tossing on Thors because they can't run. They have a really hard time splitting this Adrenal Gland Ling. Look how excited he is. And the Locusts. Let's go for it. Again, this planetary is in all of the trouble right now. I mean, there are some Widow Mines here. I was going to try to clear these out, but also do some friendly fire splash. At the same time, not ideal. And, oh my gosh, he's saving the planetary. Ah, saves the planetary. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Hellions running around, killing individual drones, I guess, here and there. The Nidus Worm is still alive. The mass Thor play here is making the Mutalisks really reconsider their life choices of existing. I mean, the Muta count is all the way down to 2. 57 Mutas have gone down. Are you kidding me? Kill the Nidus. Got the Nidus. Okay. Is that Cyclone going to pay with his life? He does pay with his life, unfortunately. Another group of Locusts here at Dream's 4th base, causing problems, taking down turrets, killing a couple SCVs, just being all sorts of annoying here. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's not mass Thor. And that's your GG. I was going to say, if it was all Thors, maxed out Thor army, those Ravagers would not be able to handle it. Even like requisite equivalent numbers of Thors would not be able to, or Rotas and Ravagers would not be able to handle that many Thors. But yeah, it was just, it never turned into a giant, massive mech army, maxed out, super scary, because Serral just kept picking off individual units here and there. He didn't use the lurkers for it. He just used things like lings, banelings, things like the swarm hosts, obviously, were a big deal there as well. Ended up killing 52 SCVs. Didn't kill any bases today because obviously the lifting of the orbitals and the command centers and that planetary didn't go down, which was a good hold. But yeah, you only kill 20 drones and 1 hatchery in 20 minutes against Serral. It's going to be hard to beat him. Unorthodox stuff for sure. I mean, Dream trying to make this happen. I really respect him with the effort. But he ended up losing more than Serral did here. 36,000 to 33,000, and that's just not gonna fly. So GG. I mean, incredibly impressive display there. That was awesome. All right, good stuff. So Serral gets the win. Dream makes it. Almost makes it happen. I would say he got fairly close, but maybe not as close as he wanted to. Cool. So that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.